It's time for the most regal of battles. Royale, I mean. Platinum ends. Battle Royale with powers, Christian mythology theme, and nihilistic narrative. Quite simple designs aside from the angel. The execution mostly fills in for any lack of details, so it seems to me it's exactly to set apart the supernatural from what's common. The wings literally light up the main character. On the other hand, the circles and arrows are too simple to have the same effect. Their biggest contribution is, in the Halos case, reminding me of a cooktop or hot plate, or maybe that thing for mosquitoes, and in the case of octahedron arrows, that are too big and get way more attention than they should, taking me from the rest of the scene. It's as if they were just the tip of the arrow, and you know the tip is meant to be small, right? Otherwise, the penetration weapon doesn't penetrate.
Giggity.
The visual execution seemed good, though occasionally felt as if lacking details. Not that that would be a problem by itself, but it seems to contrast with the intention. No biggie. The story, on the other hand, really doesn't seem to have been very developed. The issues placed here are interesting, but it's that kind of story that says, hey, people are terrible. Isn't that what you want? It's odd to see a Mirai Nikki with angels looking like Deadman Wonderland that doesn't seem to know why these stories work, even if flawed. But if you just want a battle royale, I can't know if it's gonna be good. We've only had nihilism. No battles this episode. And since the nihilism didn't impress, I'd say it's not one of the best. Our main character was gonna say bye-bye to life when he's saved by his angel. To convince him to live, she gives him the power of freedom, that is wings to fly, and the power of love, which are powerful polyhedrons, to use as he wants. The red arrow, which is not even close to an arrow, makes people obey you completely, and the white kills without pain. As you must have noticed, this idea of angel is less agents of good and more mighty supernatural beings that don't care about the consequences. But if that wasn't clear yet, just know when the angel hears that her protege needs money, she suggests killing. Not just killing, but killing innocents. Children even. They might as well be factory workers. She starts saying she knows everything about him, about the suffering he's gone through. Basically, he's Harry Potter living with his uncle and aunt who adopted him and think they can treat him like garbage. She tries to convince him he could be happy, and after he flies, he really starts to believe it might be nice to live. And then she tells him his uncle and aunt killed his family for the insurance money. Not knowing if he should believe her, he hears he could use the arrow of love against his aunt and ask. This works after a moment of, really? Love to you is literally sex. She confesses, the uncle comes in and starts attacking her for giving him up, but the chosen one says they should die. So she takes care of herself. The only part that really seems to be a bit more significant is him realizing with her death his life would have value. But it's that idea of, I have to live because others have died. And that's not something particularly good for me. It always felt like a form of emotional blackmail, which also means its value doesn't usually last. After that, he uses his amicable weapon to be able to stay in a hotel and get food, but decides he can't use his powers like that. He needs money, and it's here that she suggests killing the uncle and cousins, even the cousins not having done anything, and therefore his bellicose infatuation couldn't make them turn themselves off. She keeps saying it wouldn't be difficult and it wouldn't be bad if he did it for the money, even mentioning he could kill with the white arrow. He decides he won't do evil still, and finally she says there's a battle royale for the right to be the next god. There are 13 candidates. No, that's for robots. Even if you'll see right after one of the 13 dying by the hands of another who's dressed like a changeman? Honestly, I didn't think it was good about the issues introduced. We've had various stories that are pretty heavy for dealing with this view that nothing would have value in the world, and this doesn't seem to care about being one of the better ones. The strength of this kind of anime are the battles themselves. Only there isn't a real battle here. I wouldn't waste my time with it if you're not specifically interested in this subgenre.